name is Saftly, and I'm here to point out a few things about hair braiding. We do get a lot of clients in here for hair braiding. We have a lot of clients that comes in from somewhere else with damaged hair from hair braiding. So it's just, common sense that, we would address it eventually. Okay. I have Betty here, who's my manager, and I've braided her hair actually a few days ago. And I had already did this video once today, and I had already braided the hair down to show you how you can braid the hair without actually damaging, without braiding it too tight that would actually damage the hair and cause the client or your cousin or whatever, whoever hair you braided, to prevent from losing their edges and things like that. Okay, when I start to braid hair, these are just my tips here. When I start to braid hair, what I usually do is I do the 5 sections and so forth. I go up on the hair and part it in the middle. I have 3 sections in the front, and I start the hair braided in the top of the head and so forth. Most people actually do the bottom and so forth, but I actually do the top. So um, I actually do the top. And so forth, and I do that because I have that burst of energy when I start. And one of the main things you want to do is when you start to do client's hair, cousin's hair, whoever hair is get uncomfortable, get yourself comfortable so that your body and hands and arms can be comfortable when you're doing the braids and so forth. I start and I do the 3 prongs by pulling the hair through and doing the weaving all the way down. One of the things you don't want to do is while you're weaving it all the way down is just pulling, 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 because you're actually pulling the person's hair that you're doing the braids to and so forth. And you don't want to do that. You want to relax your hands, go down, and go down and weave the hair until it's actually done instead of just pulling, 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 pulling. So you don't want to do that because that's going to cause tension there as well. It's going to cause them to, their hair follicles will come out from the scalp. So you don't want to do that. Now, another thing is you don't want to do, you don't want to braid the hair real tight. So that way the person can actually sleep at night. This is one of the things that I use. It's medicated Jamaican's milk itch. It's mango and lime. I use that to put on the hair to help grip the hair and so forth. And then after I complete the hair and so forth, I just run that stuff all over to the hair because this prevents the hair from itching the person and so forth. After I finish braiding the hair, I go through the scalps and so forth and massage the scalp a little bit and so forth. And then I use the olive oil to spray the whole head and so forth. So those are some things that you can do for your client or cousin or whoever hair you braid. I put it that way. Whoever hair you braiding and so forth. We use olive oil to the scalps. We use oil sheen on the whole head, and we use this here on the whole head too to prevent the itching and so forth. Now, one of those things I want to actually talk to you about is so far is the taking a break while you're doing the hair. You can actually take breaks while you're braiding hair without even, letting the client know you're taking a break and so forth. Now, this took 6 packs of hair, and this was like 6.5 hours long to do this whole head and so forth. And each time I open a pack of hair, I would actually take a break. I would pick hair off the floor, pick up clips, go to the bathroom, get a sip of water, and things like that. And you can do that after each pack of hair. And before you open a pack of hair, you let the person know, okay, I have to open a pack of hair. Would you like to go ahead and ask them the same thing? Would you like to go ahead and take a break? Would you like to, get a sip of water or something? Or you would like to stretch and so forth while I'm opening the pack of hair and getting the pack of hair ready to be processed and so forth. So those are the things that you want to do because it does take a while to do hair. And most people that want to have braids want their hair done in long braids. Again, this is 24 inches and so forth. It took me like 6.5 hours and I took 6 breaks while I was doing it so far. And these are just some of the tips that you want to do and so forth when you're braiding hair. It just helps you and helps everybody else out. It just helps you out. It just helps the monotony of the hair braiding and so forth, and it just get you through it and so forth. Where at the end you're not as tired as you would normally be and so forth if you take those mini breaks and so forth. Just don't stand there for 6 hours braiding, and huffing. Take those mini breaks. Use those time frame where you open your pack of hair for a mini break and so forth. And don't pull the people's hair tight as you braiding along. Relax your hand, relax your body, and so forth. And also make sure you grease scalp. And also give them tips and so forth. I don't have to give Betty any tips and so forth. But one of the tips I'm going to give to you so you can give to your client and so forth is make sure when they wash their hair and so forth, they grease the scalp. Make sure they get an oil sheet and spray the whole hair to keep it fresh looking, and also make sure you sleep in one of those silk bonnets and so forth, because that will also keep your hair looking fresh. So this is the tip from the Early Stylist and so forth, and I hope this will help you in getting your hair braid. You can also, if you never had a hair braid or whoever's braiding your hair, just tell them, cut your hair in fashion. Don't braid your hair too tight and so forth and things like that. And just whenever they get ready to open a pack of hair, if you got to go to the bathroom, just take advantage of that and take a break. So both people taking a break will get you through it a whole lot easier and done. Thanks, Betty. I love you.